Social media is reacting to Gabrielle Union saying that her and her NBA husband, Dwayne Wade, actually goes 50-50 and split all their bills. And now the internet is going crazy in a frenzy with a lot of people debating one question: should a woman go 50-50 with her husband, or should the man pay all the bills? Y'all check out what Gabrielle Union said about it. Roll the footage.
That first sense of security, there isn't this sort of sense of the rug is could still be pulled out.
I struggle with that still, just because I think I just have more responsibilities, for my money.
Hold up. Notice how Gabrielle Union Notice how Gabrielle Union said that she has more responsibilities with her money. We're going to talk about what she mean by that in a second.
So I get nervous, like, oh God, that movie didn't open, well, what does that mean? Am I going to have enough to hold everybody up? And everyone's like, it's coming, like, calm down. It's weird to say I'm head of household, because in this household, we split everything 50-50.
Wow.
But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. You gonna sleep in? Somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work.
Sheesh.
It's hard to let that go.
First off, I want to say, a lot of this stuff that Gabrielle Union is sharing with us is really none of our business. What a man and a woman does in their relationship, in their marriage, is between them and God. That husband, that wife, and the Lord. But yet, in today's day, a lot of times, celebrities, they share their private life, and a lot of stuff that we know about them, we ain't even asked for this information. But since the internet is talking, and Gabrielle Union is talking, we gonna talk about it. So, a lot of people are going off saying they don't understand why Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade split their bills 50-50 when they both rich. Well, I'm gonna say this. First off, they rich, so they can do whatever they want to do. But second off, a lot of people haven't realized Gabrielle, being a multimillionaire herself, most likely is protecting her assets. See, some people want to know about that because they don't understand business. People don't know that Gabrielle used to be married to an NFL athlete who, at the time, when she was coming up as a rising star, he made more money in the NFL than she did with her movies. But when she got big, making millions of dollars, Gabrielle Union's salary and net worth increased more than her athletic NFL husband. And Gabrielle Union says herself that when they divorced, that he took most of her money because she ended up making more than her husband, and she was subsidizing his life instead of them meeting in the middle and being equally yoked. Hey, but if y'all don't believe me, Gabrielle said it herself. Check this out.
Like, your family was nervous that Dwayne was going to take your money?
Yes. Well, because it had happened before. There was some precedent there, otherwise known as my first marriage.
Right.
But left me a little lighter.
We're talking about a guy who's making a lot of money, Dwayne.
Well, that's what we were talking about with the first one, too.
Okay.
And then there was a change of a fortune. Bring It On hit, But it led me to, when it was over, I had to write the check. My family really didn't like it because it cut into their budget. So when he first met Dwayne, he was like, well, what are your intentions? What do you want? What do you want from my daughter?
Not only that, more proof that Gabrielle Union lost a lot of money in her previous divorce with an NFL athlete who was richer than her when she met him. She said, quote, and there was a change of fortune. It led me to, when it was over, I had to write a check. My family ain't like it because she says it cut into their budget. That divorce cut into her family's budget, which means there are friends and family who's dependent on Gabrielle Union to take care of her household and their household. You gotta understand that a lot of these celebrities are taking care of not just their household, they taking care of their mama, their sister, their brother, their uncle, their grandma, and a whole generation of people who they are now financially responsible for because they're the ones in their family who got rich. See, that's the thing that people don't think about. See, regular people got to take care of their house. But if somebody's sister or brother all of a sudden makes $100 million, oh, then this people take up care of other households. Not to bring nobody else into it, but I saw one time that DC Young Fly, a really great comedian. Shout out to DC Young Fly. He takes care of his whole family. There's plenty celebrities out there who have more than the burden of their children and their husband to take care of. They gotta take care of their mamas, sisters, uncles, and aunties at the same time. And I believe that this is what led her to say that if she don't get up and work, or if her movie don't sell, there might be some people who don't eat. Not necessarily in her and Dwayne Wade's household, but in her sister's household, and her uncle's household, and her grandma's household, where she's the one in the family who struck it rich. And now she has a whole family tree depending on her movie to sell. This is rich people problems, ladies and gentlemen. And if there's any question, if Dwayne Wade is broke or if he can't pull his weight, people must not know that Dwayne Wade is worth over $170 million. And since he retired from the NBA, has become part owner in the Utah Jazz. That's right. Dwayne Wade is a part ownership in the Utah Jazz, and his net worth is over $170 million compared to Gabrielle's $40 million. So actually, Dwayne makes more than Gabrielle, a lot more. So it's not that he isn't able to take care of her. That's not the case. It's not that Dwayne Wade is not able to take care of her. They're being smart, ladies and gentlemen, because this young woman, she's been through a divorce already. She's had her money taken from her. She's seen that life goes through ups and downs, and some days you might be rich, and the next day you might be richer than your husband. So just in case, for contingency, which is smart business, it may be best for this married couple to split their bills 50-50, so that if there's a divorce where the union is split apart and the divorce filings begin, Gabrielle will no longer be at the bottom of the totem pole cutting checks to subsidize an ex-husband's lifestyle. Because if she goes 50-50 with the bills and Dwayne Wade goes 50-50 with the bills, if there's ever a divorce, nobody can say that anybody was taking care of anybody's lifestyle, and they can both walk away with what they came in with. Perfect. If you are making more money than your spouse, when it comes to divorce, the spouse is walking away with half. Somebody asked Mary J. Blige how that worked out. If you don't believe me, ask Mary J. Blige how much she had to cut her husband a check for. You know, these guys are walking away with half. It isn't just females who are walking away with half the salary. If the wife make more than the husband can walk away with half too. And it sounds like to me that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are being smart in protecting their assets and making sure that one household is what she's contributing and what he's contributing. So if the relationship don't work out, they both can go with their piece and don't nobody take nothing from nobody. Perfect. These guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. It's in their best interest to make sure that they protect their assets, even in marriage, ladies and gentlemen, because every relationship don't work out. Gabrielle Union has also said out of her own mouth that Dwayne Wade got a prenup. So it sounds like somebody protected some assets around there. I don't know. Check out what she said.
Now that you are part owner of the Utah Jazz, is that official yet? Has that been locked down?
Yeah, it's official.
And Gabrielle, that makes you part owner of the Utah Jazz also, yes?
No. Jimmy, there are these things called prenups.
I see.
I need to re-up my prenup to get a little piece of the Jazz. It's about this much stock drawer.
A lot of this stuff is rich people stuff, millionaire stuff. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't really none of our business. But since she making it our business, the internet is talking about it. So on this channel, we gonna talk about it and clear out things so that people can have wisdom and understanding on the correct way to conduct business and to have success. Because if you really think about it, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, they've been together for a long time. And look, it's working for them. Now, 50-50 may not work for you and your household, but it worked for the Wades. Perfect. And it's working for a lot of working class Americans out there who go 50-50. So let's not down people who are going 50-50, because it's not for us to determine or judge anybody's household. If that's what works for them, that works for them. But if you want you a man who going to take care of everything, you have the right to get that. You have the right to have a man who takes care of everything. But hey, we can't knock them for what they doing, because they playing with hundreds of millions of dollars, baby. Hey, it's beyond our pay grade at this point. But look, when getting married, when being in love, when entering the partnerships, regardless of how much you love this person or not, you better protect them assets. You better make sure that somebody not living off you and mooching off you. But yeah, man, you know, this was a good conversation. I feel like this was healthy. I feel like this was needed. And look, man, do what works best for your household. If you pay all the bills, all good. If you go 50-50, all good. As long as your kids is fed, as long as you're happy, as long as, you know what I'm saying, you're able to live out your dreams and live a blessed life, man, what works for you, works for you. And as I always say, be